This, of course, being Guild Wars 1. Because why not? Oh my goodness, this character's inventory needs help. Why do I have an Elite Ritualist Tome? Sometimes these are the questions one must ask oneself. I wonder if I can offload that Cesta. I wonder when I can offload this Tapestry Shred. Do I have Gwen? Quest log Gazelle. Heroes are P. I do have Gwen. Okay, let's... Kinding Center was not the place I intended to go, but I guess it'll work. Let's go birthday voucher for a tonic. But that's in... this character... There's Xingye Monastery. I was like, does this character not have Xingye? And I was like, oh wait, this character does have Xingye. Bill Scythe makes sense. Javelin, interesting. Shinla Gift Giver, Grube. What tonic did I get? Everlasting Morgan tonic. What if I don't want to be Morgan? Meh. Oh well. Well, there's an argument for some of that. Is it still Commodon is the shopping center? I just wonder if anybody needs a minus 50 Cesta. Probably don't have that chat on. Whoop. That's right. Over here. Dedicated or dedicated minis. What would 40A be? I know P would be platinum, E would be ecto, but A I don't know. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go up this CERN gate. And I mean, this isn't necessarily helping me get jewels, but because there was some quest that could. I don't remember which one it was. Oh wow, I still have the Valentine. Well, whatever. Oh, I think it might have been. Oh, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Gwen and see if I can do tapestry shred things. So I desperately need more space on this character. Well, that's one thing that would help. Okay. Okay, that's what the Hero's Handbook is. Master Dungeon Guide, I probably won't fill out anyway. Should finish the Golem user manual. Okay, Gwen, will you take this tapestry shred, please? Whatever. What does she say? Okay, yeah, so I'd need to finish the Ebon Vanguard side of the questing to be able to give her the tapestry shred. So I think I may have been trying to do that on her. I'm not sure. Let's see. I have too many tonics now. I have an Everlasting Destroyer tonic. I have 2 Everlasting Destroyer tonics. Oh, what was I wanting to do? Oh yeah, corn and coins aren't something I'm collecting, are they? I do have room for miniatures, though. Okay, well that cleans up my inventory well enough. Okay. So if I want to do push for the Ebon Vanguard, so I need to go this way and do Ebon Vanguard-y things. Okay. Keep forgetting what buttons to push for the things that I'm looking for. Okay. Talcora and Dunkoro, why not? Acolyte Jin because she needs some levels. General Morgan would be good. Gwen would be good. Oh, I'm clearly missing some people. Where is that? Elias, cooking you for a second. LA. Need to go pick up my yes, Vulcanheim. You're wearing very okay. Wow, this text. You can tell because there are so many pop references in this game. You can tell that this text here was written when that first Old Spice commercial of the new campaign hit. Everybody's like super psyched about it. Okay. Back to Long Eyes Ledge. Okay. The reason why I wanted to do that, by the by, is because I wanted another Mesmer. Actually, never mind that. I want Ritualist. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. K. K is the button that I want here. Fine. What? Okay, that's not... I don't need that much dismissing conditions. And you should really have Duena's Kiss on your bar. Okay, Acolyte Gen O is a Paragon for Signet of Return. That makes sense. Actually. Okay, let's see. Marksmanship. Sure, it's not an exciting bar, but whatever. No, I want you to be part monk. No, that's not especially astounding. Fact. Never mind command. I want you to rerunning protection prayers. Guess we can get your spears up a little bit better. Dump the rest of the points into command. I'm not gonna mess with fallback. Holy Spear's fine. But I want you to not run life barrier, that's for sure. Oh, Shield of Regeneration. That seems cool. Shield Guardian. Yeah, that's probably fine. X-Breaker area, because that's pretty sweet. Blazing Spear. And where's Disrupting Throw? There's Disrupting Throw. That's good. Okay. Gwen is doing a Smite Signet build? Well, that's not what I wanted to be doing in the slightest. I don't really care for that. Mostly I want Domination Magic and Fast Casting. Sure, we'll leave. No, Drain Enchantment's a terrible idea. Unnatural Signal's fine. I want Psychic Instability. This guy, Empathy. Chaos Storm, where's Cry? Mistrust, yeah, that's fine. Cry Frustration is what I mean by cry, by the way. Maybe remove Hex? I could recharge. Sure, why not? Nah, not remove Hex. I got better ideas for that spot. Let's use Complicate. Let's make things complicated. Oh, you're set up for curses, eh? Okay, let's drain these. A little annoying, but whatever. Death Magic, Soul Reaping, a little bit of Soul Reaping. Curses and a touch of Blood Magic. Why not? Don't need that. Want this. Okay, Minion Master. Animate Shambling Horror, animate Bone Minion, and Blood of the Master. Pathic Removal. Enfeebling Blood. Let's see, what else would be useful? Barbs, I guess? Isn't bad. Actually, where's the disease spell? That's in Death Magic, isn't it? Yep. That's probably okay. Yeah, okay. 11 points in channeling. 10 and 10. Okay. Do I have load from template? Okay, I need hero builds. That's a better starting spot. Yeah, that's actually probably fine. Okay, well, I'll see how this goes, and if it goes poorly, I'll know something's wrong and I'll change it. Okay. Let's go do a quest. Let's set the Open Vanguard. That ragtag bunch of humans passed through here not too long ago, muttering something about fighting Char. I've got no problems with that. Just so long as I don't do it here. I've heard some fighting downhill a few nights ago, southeast of here. From what I heard, it was a large battle. keep your eyes open. It's likely you'll find some gear and weapons you can scavenge. If you find a nice axe, let me know. Do I have a Rebel Cry? Nope. I have 600 Ebon Vanguard reputation points. It's not enough to get any benefits. I always liked that loading screen. I thought it's really pretty. Oh, yeah, I'll fix that later. Do I have a random staff lying around that he can use? Probably not. Oh, I do. I do have random staff lying around. Here, I have this. I don't know why I have one of those lying around. Apparently I do. Oh, I can't go in there, obviously. That pack's only for equipment, not for random stuff, which is fine. That's what I expect. And my pet is named Jessica. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. You're up that way. That's fine. I'm not sure that this quest actually has markers on your map, which is kind of an interesting thing that they don't typically do. If heal is 1, so there's that. There's what I'm looking for. Terran Vanguard clothing. Excuse me. Newest footprints lead south. South is this way. Deadly scale over there. That's just weird stuttering that the game has on occasion. You don't need to worry about it. That's right, I'm looking for helmet. There's a helmet with lore on it that starts the next part of the mission. I remember that now. I should have my pet panel open. I am unstoppable! Haha! Yeah, that Vanguard helmet's what I'm looking for. There's a bird attacking me. Okay, looks like we've beaten back the birds. You can tell a great battle took place on this spot. Below you is a battered and broken Vanguard helmet. The Ebon Vanguard definitely fought here. You should examine the helmet more closely. Do I want to examine the helmet? Yes. Yes, I do. Cutscene.
There was a great fight here, and recently.
This is Captain Langmar's helmet. The Ebon Vanguard fell here. Those damn savages killed them all.
Gwen, I know what you're going through.
No, you don't. These animals took everything from me. My parents, my home, my freedom. The Ebon Vanguard were my friends, my fellow warriors. Now the Char have taken them as well.
Taken may be the operative word. There are not enough corpses.
You're right, Vec. There's only a handful of dead bodies. How large was Captain Langmar's force?
About 40, men and women.
So there are survivors. Prisoners, most likely.
Death is better than being a prisoner of the We must make those animals pay. We must go after them.
Then you're in luck, Buka. It sounds like they're coming to us.
What do I need to do here? Search the Char camp to the east for signs of the Ebon Vanguard. Find ways to weaken the Char garrison. Employ the siege devourers to fire explosive charges at the garrison. Okay. Nope, that's my minions panel, not my pet. It's very weird not being the monk. There's where they went to. You aren't getting away from me. Aha! I've got cripple. Oh, that's right. This is when they started introducing the ideas of enemies using resurrection skills. Ooh, a char explosive. Okay, so this is one of the things that the game does that I dislike. You see how I have this char explosive? Yeah, this prevents me from being able to do anything or to attack because I'm holding it. Which is kind of obnoxious. And is a mechanic that I do not like in this game. It's not a problem if you're a caster, but if you aren't a caster, it is definitely a problem. Okay, I'm dropping this. I'm not carrying that. Okay. So there's objectives are marked on the map. That map anyway. And it looks like there's a spot that I can hit up this way. So I'm going to do that. Although I'd rather avoid fighting Mandragore if I can. So there's going to be plenty of explosives available from this ammo cart. I'm going to just stop here for a moment and let the rest of my party catch up, especially the minions. Now I'm going to specifically focus my attacks on this guy currently. Whoop. I don't want to be standing in the meteor shower. Ooh, a lockpick. That's nice. Didn't I? Oh yeah, you just hit that good. Different games use different mechanics. Do 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 do. Oh. Well, that was successful. Mandragore. Oh, I've got disease. Now I'm blind. Why did I not bring Signet with me? I need to get out of this dust trap. Nope, not randomly fighting Mandragore. Map, this way. Grab some char explosives. There should be. Okay, that's right. You drop explosives on the towers and they go boom. Should take out this boss. Where do you think you're going? Nowhere, that's where you're going. Another char explosive. I'll need it to pop this. But psychic instability is such a strong skill. Okay. That goes boom. Cracks that tower. Now, I don't want to go into the garrison yet. I want to come down this way and... Or actually, probably go this way, but whatever. Looks like Acolyte Jin is leveled up, so I'm going to go ahead and max out her points. Alright. This guy is probably going to cast something here. Yes, but too slow. Use that. My pet gains some lifesteal. Okay, so if you look over here, there's a Char Fire Rainer. I think they drop explosives. If I'm not mistaken. That was a good thing to interrupt. Yeah, there's a Char explosive. Ooh, a superb char carving. Excellent. Let's get out of that firestorm. Doesn't do much damage to me because I'm a ranger, and that means if I hit the right button, I have 100 armor against elements. Ah, whatever, that should be fine. Yeah, there it goes. Boom. Enjoy. Okay. There's another explosive that was over there. Another Char Siege Devourer. I am unstoppable. Which does not stop me from being water elementalist snared. So obviously I want to avoid that. Flail is a self-snare. It's very useful. Okay. Oh, a different group are winning in the Hall of Monuments than was winning earlier. Interesting. So that garrison strength is not half strength, which is where we can get it before going in and attacking. I need to defeat Harvest Soul Rain. Switch to this bow for... Actually... They've been talking. Where are the Vanguard captains? What have you done to them? Slaughter your way through the camp and demand information from me. You'll find no answers here, only death. That's what we seek. It suits your kind well. You dare speak to me as an equal? Shaman's command here, and we command you to die. Ooh, a superb char carving. Yes, please. I remember those being really useful for something, and I cannot remember what at this point. You can see some fire effects. They were improving their graphics in this game, or they were trying to. Oh, that guy used Frenzy. That's a terrible plan of action. Frenzy doubles the damage you take as a footnote as to why I said that. There we go. And this is where we got Pyre Fear Shot, which some of you may know from Guild Wars 2.
A lot of dead char, but no sign of the Ebon Vanguard.
Aye, I can see why the girl hates them. They fight well. And dirty.
Come, that Buka girl has gone crazy.
Die, you mongrel!
Gwen, what are you doing?
I'm doing my job. Killing Char.
You are a brave little mouse. Unlock the door and see how brave you are.
Just shut up and die!
Kill me, and you'll never see your friends alive.
Hold on, Gwen.
Why? He's a Char. No better than the rest.
The Char you killed are no friends of mine, Mouse. They captured my warband and your precious soldiers. Both are marked for death.
What do you mean? Speak clearly or I'll let her finish the job.
The Char here were members of the Shaman caste. They led us into worshipping false gods. My warband disagreed with the Shamans, and they were captured, as were your people.
He's lying. All Char are evil.
Some of us are more evil than others.
What happened to the others?
I want a deal, mate.
What happened to our people?
I need your aid to rescue my people. You need mine to find yours.
And we can trust you?
No. But if the mouse kills me, you'll lose the chance.
All right. Let him out.
No!
We have a deal, Char. But I'll be watching you.
I am Pyre Fear Shot. Your enemies are mine.
You try anything, and I will personally gut you.
I would expect no less from one such as you.
Yay. Okay. Pyre Fear Shot. There you are.
Tread carefully, mate.
If we are to find your Ebon Vanguard, we must first rescue my warband. I fought alongside them since birth. Like me, they have been branded as heretics by Hierophant Burnt Soul, who sent the Char Shaman Scorch Maulclaw to hunt us. My warband is now held by by Maulclaw's chief torturer, Flame Master Maultooth. The Shamans once led us to worshipping the Titans, but with the death of those false gods, they now seek to install a new set of deities, the beasts you call Destroyers. Scorch's base is at Doomlore Shrine, northeast of here. Rescue my friends, and we may find where Burnt Soul has taken yours. Char worshipping Destroyers? That's madness. Okay. So this quest... Okay, it leads me to Doomlore Shrine, which will be an outpost. Okay, I just need to go up that way. That's easy enough to do. Have I gotten rebel points yet? cool, I'm an agent. I need to go talk to the fellow that gets me the thing. Yeah. And that's later's task, though. Not now's task. I should have had somebody with charge, but oh well. How long is the cooldown on whirling charge? Yeah, a minute. Or Ascalon. Yeah, he tells me to go to speak to Gedril of Ascalon in the Eye of the North. That's an NPC that will give me the buff that I then will get. That improves my effectiveness against Char. Called Rebel Yell, I think. Kind of an odd name. Ooh, I got an axe. There it is. Some more mantids. Really pretty area. Here's actually some of the old sort of path like Priest-Searing Ascalon has. It's interesting, this whole region has a palette and some styling and stuff that's similar to Priest-Searing Ascalon, but it does not have the same sort of European feel, nor the sort of peacefulness. The enemy selection is different with the mantids and stuff, which is more reminiscent of factions. And on top of that, they have just a much more wild feel as opposed to... Oh my goodness, I need to be putting on Antidote Signet if I'm going to be doing this. As well as... yeah, a more wild feel, as well as a more dangerous one. It's interesting design-wise with Priest-Searing Ascalon, where and I want to go finish this quest because this opens up. Yeah, no, I can't go straight up that way. This opens up another outpost, so I want to get to that outpost. But it's just an interesting contrast. Like if you're looking at this area and the visual aesthetic, there's a lot of the autumns and greens and stuff. And I'll go. Okay, yeah, it's just up there. I'll finish this quest and then I'll hop onto the Priest-Searing character and kind of walk around that area and kind of show you the difference. Because it is really kind of interesting. Can I go up that way or do I have to go around differently? That's right, I got a lockpick. Try to remember that. So this area up here, I'm about to clear out this zone and it turns into an outpost later. Let's see, 5 enemies slain. Yeah, you need 25 to get the first thing from them, so I don't have enough, which is fine. One of these Char Hunter Beasts, which I think might be slightly less dangerous after the change to some elementalist spells. I'm not sure if they're more or less dangerous, honestly. Yeah, 10 enemies slain. That opens... Kill the humans! Hey, a water staff. Everybody loves some water stuff, right? Actually, I want to take down the elementalist first. Yeah, I don't need a meteor shard being dropped on my party. Okay, and then I'm going to go around to the other side and clear that group out. And then I can take down the boss mob. That's how this works. Probably suffering to hit my entire party like that, yeah. Not a huge deal. It's a little bit of degen, but it'll clear up. Oh, my pet just died. You can tell because all my skills blanked. That happens when your pet dies. Oh, they went into recharge.
So where are your friends, Char?
Run! One more! Show your mangy hides!
We didn't see them.
And you wouldn't, unless they wanted it that way.
Pyre, you should be dead.
That was the Hierophant's plan. It didn't take.
And now you're reduced to working with meat. How the son of Vatlaw has fallen.
Watch. He's going to turn on us now that his friends are here.
Vatlaw Doomtooth.
What's your warband, Pyre?
I am Gron Fierceclaw. This is Bonwar Fiercely.
Who else of the band lives?
Seer, Cow, Roan. The priests have taken them below.
Then we must follow. I'll need you two to stand watch out here, Gron.
We can't let them go!
I thought you didn't like having my friends around, Mouse.
Give me an excuse and I will cut you down. You and your friends.
Gwen, stand down. Pyre, we want to recover our men.
And you will. But for the moment, you must trust me just a bit longer. We must work together.
Gwen represents a lot of potential players' thoughts. Okay. So yeah, he has the next sort of destination thing.
You may be useful.
Thanks. I will worry about your quests later. Minor water magic. Okay, I wonder if any of those are worth anything. I need Shinlight chest. Do I have lockpicks in there? No, I'll just keep this lockpick on person. Swap it with this corn and coin. Okay, this guy's a merchant, so I need
You look weak.
okay, let's see. This is ID'd. That's not ID'd. That's ID'd. That's ID'd. That's ID'd. Again, ID'd stuff. Like, let's look. Currently, that militia shield's worth 40. Let's see. When ID, it goes up to 50. So it's just, it is worth more gold. So it's usually worth it to ID stuff. Let's go check the rune value. So this is actually kind of a semi-example of pre-searing. I will go swap over to that once I take care of some of these items, but I just want to get inventory management taken care of so it doesn't bunch up. That's just part of playing the game, so. Virtuoso's Mesmer, isn't it? Yeah, that's not worth anything in particular. Minor water, it's not worth anything either, so. Okay, I'll just salvage it then. 9 cloth is fine by me. Our map. Okay, so this is funny. From the Alliance Guild Hall, you don't have the Leave Guild Hall button. You have the Guild Hall button. But from the map, you have the Leave Guild Hall button. That takes you back to the outpost you'd been in, which is interesting. Okay, so remember what this area looks like. Now, if I come over here, this character is in Pre-Searing Ascalon. I think the green is slightly brighter here. Like, there's a lot of stuff where it's just slightly brighter, but if we go out to, say, Ashford Abbey into Green Hill County, for example, I need to clear this character's inventory too, actually, while I'm at it. I'm not going to worry about IDing a bunch of this stuff, because it's so... Yeah, it's just not going to be worth much. Bottle rockets. How terribly unexciting. I have some Devour eggs. Okay. But you can see, like, this is what Pre-Searing Ascalon feels like. And part of it's an aesthetic of the music, because the music is different in the two areas. But there's also an aspect of, like, a peacefulness and such around the areas. So this is the main road from Ashford Abbey over to Ascalon City, in Pre-Searing Ascalon. And some enemies are hostile to you, but a lot of them aren't. These scale might not be. Yeah, it's just minding its own business. I can attack it if I want to. In other zones, they are hostile. Hi, Marshal Richards. No time for idle banter. Must return to Ascalon City at once. Yeah, Tads are... But, so I can go over here, over to Ascalon City. And you can see Ascalon City here. Some of the aesthetic sense is actually kind of captured in Divinity's Reach a little bit. The weirdest thing to me is how much Ascalonian influence there's been on Kryta in the 250 years between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. I could potentially get monk stuff from her. There's Gwen, by the way. Oh, yeah, I should probably take that quest, whatever. But here's Gwen. Yeah, here, have a flower. The flower matches my other flowers perfectly. So this is Gwen as a little girl. And she's known... When I grow up, I want to be just like you. And she's known for following you around and playing the flute to heal you for like 20 health. Haversdan does warrior stuff at some point in time. But you can see here's Ascalon City, and I have not done a ton of the quests here. This was only meant to be a temporary character after all. I might have to complete that state and make a new one at some point. Halberg's skills? Yeah, so this is something that they add new. By the way, here's Lieutenant Langmar. Later becomes Captain Langmar that we meet later. And that's to help with people who are going for level 20 in Pre-Searing Ascalon, which is no mean feat. There's actually tactics where you death level the enemy. So basically, you die to give the enemies experience points to level them up so you could kill them to get more experience points out of them, because there is a mechanism whereby when your level sufficiently outpaces... This is actually really populated now that I think about it. but when your population sufficiently outpaces, why do I have this wooden buckler? That of the enemies, they no longer give you experience points. I'm not sure what this GM economy thingy is because I haven't been here. But then let's look over here at like Duke Barrington's estate, for example. And you can see like sort of rolling hills. There's similarities for sure. But it's not quite the same thing. And a lot of that's the influence of humans on the area. Kind of a stormy sky up there, isn't it? Is that my character's... no, my character doesn't have a costume headpiece on. So, just very interesting how even though stuff is ostensibly using the same sort of aesthetic style, it feels very different because of things like I'm here and I can see a section of the Great Northern Wall in the distance, for example. Or maybe not. Yeah, that probably is. Where like I will crest this hill and you can see some of the popping is especially egregious because it was, and like these enemies are not natively being hostile to me. And yeah, you can see the Great Northern Wall up there. These guys are. But it's the sort of thing where there's enemies that won't fight you. There's sort of different music. There's always the signs of sort of Ascalon-ness around. I don't know. It just, the feel is just totally different. And I think it's interesting. I think some of the popping that you're seeing so egregiously might be because it was not designed with this size of a render in mind. I don't know. And here's actually a big wide open space, which is kind of unusual in this game. It's kind of a pretty area. So, anyway, that's just kind of some of my thoughts in that regard. Okay, let's go back to... Actually, I want to... That's my Paragon. Let's see. Do I want to continue the stuff here? Oh, why have I not done that yet? Embark Beach, please. I need... Well, what's the mission for today? Oh, I have 3 of them. Prismatic use. I don't really care about trying to do vanquishes. This map is okay. So this is an interesting thing that they added here. No, I can't then travel. I will need. So the fundamental requirement of a useful, or like the more compactly packed NPCs are, the more efficient an outpost is to use. So this is a zone that lets you fast travel from here to anywhere. You just have to go to the right spot, but they're very spread out, so it means there's lots of running around, which is part of why this never caught on as a major outpost, I think. Vabi. Whatever, this'll work. I need to go to the Shunsher of Secrets, but I can just do this. Who do I need to talk to? That guy over there. Okay, I think I can manage that. Just let the pathing go. To earn the favor of the gods. Oh, so we must have had it for a brief period. Fortunately, you can easily get scrolls to go to those places, so we don't have to have favor. It is good to hear from the Master. We had begun to worry about his safety. Now that we know the Order of Whispers is safe, we can begin to make plans to safeguard the future of all Elona. Evil never sleeps, and neither does the Order of Whispers. What do you do? The Order of Whispers needs your help. We have devoted our respect and land its people from mystical threats, including that of Abaddon. Most of what we know of the God of Secrets comes from one of his creatures that we captured at great cost nearly 100 years ago. We interrogated this titan, Savio Perilium, and when he would no longer aid us, sealed him away in a tomb. During the recent storms, a great commotion was heard around that tomb. We need someone to go check on that tomb. If something has happened, we are in even more danger than we thought. Be careful, for demons are appearing more frequently and may be seeking to free the Titan. If the Titan has escaped, there's no telling how dangerous the area could be. I'll take that quest, but I'm not sure when I'll do it. Yeah. Strong saying. Have I finished this campaign? I must have. Yeah, okay. I just never did the stuff with Norgu and Gorn, because why? Yeah, that makes sense. And some easy quests for that. Okay, I'm going to go to Kaineng. Because I think the things that I want to be doing actually are from here. Oh, wait, I did want to... okay, whatever. I don't feel like dropping party members and then putting them back in. I'm going to take this slightly long way. Yes, Elonian travel, that's what I want. I wish this Embark Beach was not so spread out. Whatever. Oh. Apparently I wanted to go to a place I don't have. I want to go to the Sunspear Sanctuary so I can get rid of this corn and coin. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I don't need to be collecting it. Whee! Wait, who do I... Oh, I give them the smugglers. That guy needs 3 corn and coins. I want the person who wants 1 corn and coin. You want 1 corn and coin? You want 5 corn and coins. Well, where's the other smuggler? Right there. Goodbye. I want to talk to this guy. Oh, it started to actually pick up in the rain department. Exciting. I do not need Jinn. I will take a free identification kit. Why not? My current one's fresh, and salvage kit would have probably been a better choice. But whatever. I made my decisions. Okay. Wow. That rain really is picking up now. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Maybe when I talk, the mic might pick it up a little bit, but it is seriously going. Okay, have I finished this campaign? Oh. Bollocks, no I have not. I have... Okay, what are the... Oh, that's... Okay, that's the Luxon version. I have to do Defenders of the Forest. Okay. Isn't Drazok Thicket? Oh, apparently so. Okay, I guess I will be going to Drazok Thicket. I'm gonna kick Acolyte Jin and add in Master of Whispers. The reason for this is Master of Whispers, as you might notice, is not level 20, and I want to get him to level 20. I don't think a secondary matters right now. I have an MM already. Let's just focus you on Chris's Soul Reaping. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need any of these. Weaken Armor is a good start. Spiteful Spirit's always good. That's interesting, but not amazing. That's an AoE just damage thing, so why not? That's known for being pretty good with Spiteful Spirit. And what would be another? Sure, why not? Let's just give him load up extra on that. Okay. To Drazok Thicket. Do I want to keep? Yeah, I'll just keep doing this dervishy thing. I'm fine with that. I am. Oh, I'm currently No, I'm currently vaguely Krezk aligned. I don't have any gold on me. Yeah, I can't buy a blessing. That's fine. Let's make a snowman. Sure, let's put this on. Pro tip, Jicker Thousandtail over there has Barrage. So if you need to capture Barrage, which I imagine this character does not. Nope. That's the spot you can do it. No, we got attacked by Oni. That'll happen. Pop up my pet display. There's always nature spirits in this area. Oh, I guess we're fighting some wardens now too, because of why not. I am unstoppable, gives you bonus armor and prevents you from being knocked down or crippled for a while, which is really useful against these guys because they like to use a shout that knocks you down if you're moving. Okay, sure, let's just fight all of the wardens in the area. Why not? Well, that was an annoying blast of conditions. Yeah, I will take super regen spell. Super regen, lots of armor. Basically, that spell halves the damage you take from armor-affected stuff, and gives you huge piles of regen. So it's pretty great. Boy. Look, I can't just run off with all of my dudes being conditioned. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Master Whisper's over there. I don't feel like fighting Tricker. No, whatever. However you pronounce that. It lacks vowels, okay? That's my argument. Do I have... Oh, that would be why. I need to go get some more Beast Mastery skills on this character. Well, that's not my concern at the moment. My concern at the moment is Kloss. For years, I've cowered behind my father's shadow, scared of everything, scared to disappoint him, scared to anger him, scared to fail. But that's all in the past. When I heard that volunteers were needed for some new juggernauts, everything suddenly became clear. The gods put me here to protect and serve my people. I've never been sure of anything in my entire life. The defenders of the forest. Oh, hello. Are you here to escort me to the Eternal Grove? Well, I can't say I'm not nervous, but I know I'm making the right decision. This is the first time in my life I've ever felt so sure of myself. Okay, so we need to make sure he doesn't die, because if he dies, we have to restart the mission all over again, or the quest, rather. I don't think it should be a big problem, because we've got a decent amount of defense. Hey, just flat up dropped a bunch of tanned hide. That's nice. Heal my pet. And people just ran into a spiked trap or whatever. None shall pass. That's the knockdown shout. I'm not moving right now, so it doesn't affect me, but... I want to fight this guy. Stupid trap. Is there a stronger? I should probably have given her... Because there's dismiss condition, but... Restore condition is the one that hits multiple, but there's also... Spotless Soul, which might have been vaguely useful. I'm not sure. Like, right now, I just need to mend body and soul, frankly. And I should rearrange my bar a little bit to accommodate some other functionality that I want to have. Wilbur is a merchant over there. I think I need to go up this way, though. I mean, I guess I might as well take care of these. How much is in my Night Falls book? Oh, a handful of missions. I could finish those at some point too, and that would free up inventory space. Shearer's return. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Wilbur, I would like to sell you this marble hammer and this amber staff, please. Thank you. Might as well take advantage of his presence being here. Oh, yeah, so Anya and Labor here are lovers, spouse, I'm not entirely sure, but they are a thing, and they have a goodbye scene, but it plays out of order. Ooh, brown dye. Granted, that's not the most exciting dye color, but, you know, brown dye. Where is the Kieran? Oh, I've got Splinter Weapon going. That's good. Hey, a dragon root. That sounds like an item that they have in this game. So, good day. Is there something I can help you with? I consider my duty to help anyone in need of assistance. So, it's time, is it? Very well. Let me say my farewells to my wife, and we shall be off. So Libra says, Anya, they've come for me. It's time to say goodbye. You know that I am not a man of many words, but please remember that I love you, and that I do this for our family. Oh, Libra, I know that. I shall miss you so much, but I have never been more proud of you. I shall make sure that our people never forget you and the sacrifice you have made. Don't say and then she says, don't say that, Libra, you'll always be my husband, which is out of order. And he says, remember me, but don't mourn me, Anya. I want you to find happiness again. And she says, don't say that, Libra, you'll always be my husband. I don't know why those lines get played in the wrong order. I promise, Libra, but know that I will always, and then he says, need to know that you'll move on, Anya. I can't do this if I know you'll be mourning me forever. Please, promise me you won't do that. And she says, I promise, Libra, but know that I will always remember you. I love you. I love you too, Anya. Farewell. Well, I suppose this is it then. Let's go. So yeah, I don't know why that dialogue plays out of sequence. It just always has for as long as I can remember. And I guess they've just never had an opportunity to fix it. So, hopefully you folks were able to follow along as I attempted to correct the error. Let's switch to this Melandri's vestments. Why not? That seems like fun. Guess let's fight some Stone Scale Kieran. I'm going to turn that map off for the moment. I don't know why I just turned I Am Unstoppable on. Fighting disease is a really obnoxious process. Disease automatically spreads between like species. So, best to wait for it to clear up before moving on. Mantis Menders are healers. So, I'm targeting them first for that reason. Ooh, chitin fragments. Is it best to travel along the river? I think I've traditionally done so. It's not as much hex removal in my party as there is removal for other things. It's okay, though. Alright, where's the Kurzik chest? Is it near me? Oh, yeah, I'm not going that way. If it was near me, I would throw my lockpick at it and see what I got, but when it's that far away, it's just not worth it. Wow, that's a lot of garbage being dumped on me. Granted, I was the focal point for a lot of that, so that makes things a little bit easier when you just have to pile heals on one guy. This last guy is actually really close to the outpost location, so it's not too bad. This guy's going to have a bunch of ads spawn. Yeah, over there, I think. But it's important to take out the boss because they do double damage, and it's really good to not be double damaged if you can help it, for obvious reasons of ouch. Let's take care of this pile of aggro up here. Oh, Healing Breeze. Healing Breeze is probably worth about 7 energy. There's a lot of skills that are worth about 7 energy, so they're priced at 10. This game uses very specific breakpoints for energy costs. It was originally 0, 5, 10, 15, and 25. They added 1 later for skills that weren't signets but were effectively free. As an example of one of those, I think Blood is Power is that way. This is 1 energy to use, but has 33% health sacrifice. There's some other Necromancer skills like that. Offering of Blood right here, which has art that doesn't make any sense. But that also costs 1 energy to use now. So there's a couple of skills that are like that, but that is slightly more recent. But in general, I felt that the game would be better served by having a wider variety. It does make it simpler to have skills in distinct buckets like that, but there's just some effects. A really good example is Shield of Deflection. So it makes it really hard to damage somebody, but it's not worth 10 energy. It's worth maybe about 7 or 8. So it's not quite worth the energy cost, but it's definitely worth more than 5. So there's a lot of skills that are trapped in that kind of limbo area. So anyway, ex-Redemptor Berta. There was a time I was a respected Redemptor. Kurziks from all houses came together to listen to my sermons, but then I failed my people and shamed my gods. By allowing my body to be transformed into a juggernaut, I hope that the gods will grant me mercy and forgiveness. Please, help me get to the Eternal Grove safely so that I can begin my repentance. You're here to take me to the Eternal Grove? Good. I'm very eager to get on with this, and once again gain the favor of the gods and my people, I shall find redemption and wipe away my sins. A very classic atonement story. You see it a lot with things like Angel as well, the TV series by Joss Whedon. Now, why she couldn't just walk over here is beyond me. It's literally right here. You'll see another complaint that I have about factions in just a moment. He says... Oh, yeah, I need to wait for everybody to catch up. Okay, now that they're here. I'm sorry, but I cannot permit you to enter the Eternal Grove. It is a sacred place to us Kurziks, and you must have permission from the Council of Nobles if you wish to gain entry. The Defenders of the Forest. Okay, 1 button click. Thank you for safely escorting these volunteers. Character name. Liber Berta Kloss, I am honored to meet all of you. The sacrifice that you make today proves that your souls are pure and that you are worthy of walking among the gods. Forevermore, you shall be known as saints among your people. Let me know when you wish to enter the Eternal Grove. Baron Mirik of Asberg is waiting. Let's go. Second thing. When you are ready, I will take you into the Eternal Grove. I'm ready. 3rd button. Your entire party is about to be moved to the next area. Make sure all party members are ready first. Do you wish to continue? 4th button. Yes, finally. After 4 button clicks. 4! They let you in. It's just ridiculous. There's a lot of those in this game.
It's been a long time since we bested Shiro.
I was thinking the same thing. I fear his return will not be long in coming.
You worry about things that will never come to pass.
Shiro is still a threat. The affliction will return.
Nonsense! Shiro is gone once again, and with him the affliction. You should know, you were there.
Yes, but
Shiro is in the past. We must be mindful of the present. The Luxons are the biggest threat to us Kurziks, and it is to them we must shift our focus.
Baron Vesperg! Baron Vesperg!
What news?
Baron, the Luxons have breached the forest. They're on the march as we speak.
To the Eternal Grove! Protect the Forever Trees! Kill the Luxon invaders!
Oh, siege turtles. Fortunately, the mission doesn't start quite that intense. Baron Mirek Vazberg. Teresa Yggdrasil, our character name. It is our duty as Kurziks to keep the Eternal Grove secure at all costs. We have received word that Luxon raiders are on their way to this area. We must not let them destroy this grove and the Forever Trees. Do you understand? Make your preparations, and I will see you inside the grove. If we survive, you have my word that the great houses will do as you ask. So the fight between the Kurziks and the Luxons is another big point of contention that I have with this game. Okay, so right now you can see this map. On the red side is Luxon territory, and on the blue side is Kurzik territory. So the Kurziks have really pushed the Luxons back. But the way that they've done this is through alliance battles, which is a PvP mode. So it affects the world, but only through the PvP. And you don't see any change to the enemy compositions in the areas, just who owns towns, which can be very obnoxious, potentially. And there's no connections between these territories. Let me switch over to another character. Maybe you have more? I want another character that has more of the map cleared, so I can talk about this some. Because I think it's an interesting design point. And this character has done way more. Okay, so yeah, this character, you can see we have, well, I'm usually allied with the Kurziks, so that's why I say we. But basically, the Kurziks have pushed them as far back as they can. The outposts that you see right now can never be taken by the Kurziks. They're forever Luxon areas. Mission, Luxon side of some PvP zones, and the capital, and another mission. So it's basically missions and capitals. So these areas, the only way to get to the Leviathan pits is going through Luxon map area. Like, if you look at this, along here, this is the Jade Sea. Here's the Echovold Forest. The Echovold Forest is Kurzik territory. The Jade Sea is Luxon territory. And when you go out in those areas, what you fight in Kurzik's territory are Dredge, which are kind of mole people. You see them in Guild Wars 2 also. But there's Dredge, and the funny joke is that they've tunneled to the other side of the world from the Shiver Peaks. I can't show you from this map, but if you remember last time, but there's an area called Saros Furnace, which is where the Dredge are being enslaved by the Stone Summit dwarves, and so there's a group of them that have burrowed over to the other side of the world, aka China, is the whole joke. But they end up over here in the Echovold Forest. So you fight them, you fight the Wardens, predominantly, and some of the plant-like things and Kurans and stuff. So that's what you fight over here, not Luxons. And over here you fight a bunch of like sea-inspired animals, it's like floating jellyfish and other things like that. And you don't fight Kurziks. So you don't really get the sense of the battle from that standpoint. And when you look at these zones, like, the points of contact are these PvP maps right here and right here. and this joint mission right here. They don't overlap anywhere else, so it's a very non-contiguous area. They feel very segregated from each other. So you don't get this sense of this is one big area that parts of it are owned by one group or the other, and they're constantly fighting. You don't see any frontline stuff. The only time that you see members of the other side is in specific missions that spawn them. So it's very poorly represented in game, that conflict, and for how important it's supposed to be to the game. It's very secondary to the thing with Shiro, and it's sorry, I'm just looking and seeing, oh, I have a bunch of mastered missions here. I probably have the title for it. But it's very secondary to that, and it's when you look at the map, here's Xingje Island, which is where you start off. That's the tutorial area. It's fairly peaceful. Mostly has hostile Tengu, and then an area of non-hostile Tengu. You have a lot of time that you spend up in this city area. And then, like, if we just look at missions, right, you have 2 missions in the tutorial area. This is the game with the fastest tutorial area, and it's probably a little too fast. And then you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions in the city. So that's 8 missions so far, and then 2 missions there, 2 missions there, so that's another 4. So that's 12, and then here's the 13th, is Unwaking Waters, which is a joint mission. So you start from one side or the other. So it's basically one mission, and it's not really either. It's just, I mean, it's kind of Jade Sea-ish, but yeah. So you just spend way more time up here doing stuff in the city, dealing with things that Shiro is doing, and this faction's battle is just not central to the story. It's just all very weird, and they don't really emphasize that sort of fight in a PvE sense, but they really make it so that we only want to play it to one side. Like I said, these areas are super segregated. I don't know why they're fighting, just they hate each other, and they have for a long time, and they're fighting just because of that. Like, there's no reason why one would want the territory of the other that's explained or anything like that, and it's just like, they killed my grandmother, and so I'll kill them for killing my grandmother sort of thing, or whatever. So it's a very nebulous fight that way. And because the game really emphasizes pick a side, stick to that side, you get this map where you cut off like a quarter of it that the players aren't often exploring because they're only doing this. Well, they're doing here, here, and then here or here, but not here. So it made a map that's arguably smaller than the Prophecies map already feel even smaller. So yeah, I think it is smaller than the actually. Because if we look at the Prophecies map, zone-wise, you've got Ascalon here, which is huge. You've got the Shiver Peaks area, which is huge. Crystal Desert, Fire Island Chain, Maguma, and Kryta. And these are all quite large. And you can see here, actually, this is Crichton architecture. And if I go to, like, say over here, you can see more, like, Crichton stuff. Oh, not so much. Well, actually, yeah, you can if I go over here. You can see more of the sort of like Crichton architecture over there, and the Crichton landscape. And I feel like Guild Wars 2 really reskins here's Beetleton, by the way. Reskins Kryta to be more like Ascalon. Not entirely, but there's definitely a lot of Ascalonian influence in Guild Wars 2 Kryta, which I think is kind of interesting. Let's see, is it right there? Yeah, it's right there. It's quick to go from Bergen Hot Springs. Go away, Koss. I don't want you. Let's see, load from template. Why do I have random? Okay, yeah, I see why that's called random. Old pre-builds, yay. A lot of those builds are bad, and a lot of them are even worse. Okay. If there's a runner 1, is there a runner 2? Or did I just get... Okay, whatever. I'll load this. That's probably fine. Oh, yeah, onslaught makes perfect sense. This is not zealous. Okay, that's... Is this... No, I want an inch... Sure, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, I see what I'm doing here. This makes stances last twice as long, and this then lasts to duration. And this is a super fast speed buff. Do do do. That what heals if you're not enchanted, it activates faster. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put this on. Anyway, up here is the Ascalonian enchantment. This is what? +3 health regeneration. Yeah, that's a pretty solid health regen skill. So yeah, this is Ascalonian settlement. So you can see the Ascalonians have different clothing style, but they're living in Crichton housing because this is what's being provided to them. And they'll eventually kind of adopt their own architectural style in Guild Wars 2. But I think it's some very interesting detail that they have with that. Up here's Captain Greywind. So if you see references to Greywind stuff, that's because Captain Greywind's right here. But there's a very distinct difference in Ascalonian architectural styles and Crichton, which I think is kind of interesting. So yeah, I think that's kind of interesting how they have those sorts of differences. But anyway, back to the character that I was doing things on. Over here. Hello and welcome back, my friend. But yeah, so this conflict is just not felt at all because of the way that they set it up. Just not being noticeable enough. Okay, I want Antidote Signet, and I'm tired of not having it. I'd rather have that than the speed buff. I don't really have a better... Do I have... Melandru. Yeah, I want that. That's an AoE attack, so that seems better. Master of Whispers is probably okay doing what he's doing still. I want him to get levels. That's fine still. Honestly, okay, double rotting flesh is redundant. Oh, I don't have double rotting flesh. I'll give this guy barbs, and instead of price of failure, which is expensive and only hits one target, I'm gonna give him. Oh, where I've lost enfeebling blood. There it is. Elias. Okay, I will put rotting. No, I want to leave rotting flesh off of him for this mission because we'll be fighting human enemies, and I really don't need that. And it's down here anyway. That seems... Putrid Bile seems pretty good here, though. Death Nova is awkward, and I don't think it's great. That's not good. Like, I could give him Infuse Condition and Draw Conditions, but... Or the Necromancer variant on Draw, I guess. Do I want some enchantment removal stuff? I don't feel like I do, especially. Ulcerous Lungs, maybe, for... Oh, but that's just so expensive. I don't really want him messing with curses anyway. Just give him more Soul Reaping. Masochism, because that's useful. Yeah, that's fine. What do I want for the last slot? How about just Vampiric Minion? That seems fine. Okay. Yeah, I like Psychic Instability. I like him doing defensive stuff. I kind of want to switch him to something else, but I'm not sure what I would do. Mark of Protection is ridiculously powerful, but that recharge is killer. Yeah, I kind of want to leave him a Shield of Regen. I think he's probably fine. Not sure what I think about Unyielding Aura over here. Probably works out okay. Cure Hex is a little awkward. Give him Vigorous Spirit instead of Cure Hex. Cure Hex is a little slow, anyway. I would ideally rather have a second Mesmer, I think, but I don't think this will probably be fine. Do I want to keep doing Scythe things? I'd like to inflict bleed if I can. That's not good. Okay, do I have a way of inflicting bleed? Yeah, okay, that one's fine, but... Another's inflict bleed is the problem. General Morgan. I'm gonna replace that with Barbed Spear, I think. Yeah. That's probably fine. Okay, because I want to have something that inflicts bleeding. Just because, actually, no, that's not useful. I'm not running Ulcer Lungs anymore. Ha! I am being silly. Where's Holy Spear? I want to give him that back, because that's a better attack. Okay. Okay, I'm going to enter this mission, and it is probably going to have some issues, because that's it. This is a tricky one. So he says, today 3 brave Kurziks have volunteered to become new, more powerful kinds of juggernauts. We honor them for their sacrifice. Let the awakening begin. I'm not 100% clear. Yeah, there goes Liber. So it's Liber, Claws, and Redemptor, ex-Redemptor Berta. And Danica says, until ceremony is complete, fear not for my life for the... Whoa, that's a lot of text. Okay, without them all is lost, etc. So we have to kind of defend them, and it can be a little tricky getting back and forth. so this can get a little nightmarish later on. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, so they're coming over here. I want to pull my pet up. Okay, so they're already up here murdering tree singers. Which, to get a perfect score on this, you have to prevent any tree singers from dying, which is a bit obnoxious. But you can see how this can be a little bit of a problem to do, especially solo, where you can't easily split between sides. This is a lot easier with 2 people. And of course I need to go and take out this siege turtle. Ideally, I would leave part of my party... let's take out these archers. But yeah, ideally I'd leave part of my party back to defend, but my party is arranged such that that's impractical to do. So I'm just not going to. And hopefully everything goes okay. Okay, so you can see that I have a pile of minions that are going to be chilling with some guys. But B, another... Okay, so I'm going to clear out... Yeah. Okay, there's a couple of siege turtles coming in. Like, basically, there's just a ton of things to manage all at once, and it's all over the place. So that's what makes this a bit of a tricky mission to do, especially solo. You, Lieber, chill here, please. They have a strong aura that helps. So we're good at taking them down, it just takes us a bit to get to them. So there's that. We got a lot of health degen, which really helps those guys go down. Oh, actually it's not a bad idea to bring the lungs thing, because Jagged Horrors, of which I'm sure Elias has many, do in fact inflict bleeding with their attacks. Good old Mind Freeze making me so slow. Yeah, okay. If they want to dump that on me, I'm okay with that. Master of Whispers leveled up, so I get to allocate his attribute points in a moment. One more level for him. Okay, I'm losing something at the Forever Trees. So I guess I need to run back as quickly as I can. Oh yeah, that Luxon Ranger is not winning against those spirits. Yeah, what's just going to happen is I'm going to lose Forever Trees, and I'm going to just, you know, have to deal with losing Forever Trees. And which is fine, because I just want to get through this, but to get the best rating at this mission of Master, you have to keep all of the Singers alive. So, you can do it. You can do it solo, but it is not easy. So in general, it's best to let them come to you rather than the other way around. This icon that popped up here is called Aura of the Juggernaut right now, but that skill icon is just used for generic monster skills. So. Okay, that's exactly what I want. I don't know why that guy's using skills that are best used when you have a pet. Alright, they're setting up a siege turtle over here. It's not particularly dangerous coming off this direction. Just because that tree is already screwed, basically. And down. Okay, so there's a siege turtle to the north. I'm going to go up that way. These spirits will potentially do some damage to that group right there. Yep. Just running over to the siege turtle. There's really not a whole lot to say about it. Except these guys maybe shouldn't have clumped up like that. Turtle Shell reduces the damage that it takes. That's why it's so useful to have bonus damage and healthy regeneration and stuff. Okay, there's something going on towards the south, so I want to go check out. Okay, yeah, another siege turtle setting up here. I forget how many rounds of siege turtles there are. It doesn't tell me, which I'm not surprised about. There will be a few rounds of siege turtles. There's a couple of rangers stacked on top of each other here. Ooh, 14 bolts of cloth. Okay. That was the total number, I guess. So I only lost one tree there, so that's good. Cutscene ruined by Turtle Corpse. He's holding a white flag.
Here they come. More Luxons.
Haven't they had enough? Hold! They're waving the white flag.
And those are the afflicted of Shiro Togachi. Oh, there's some crabs.
The afflicted, they've returned. Nobody gets out of here alive unless we work together.
Baron Vosberg, he makes a good point. The Luxons are no longer the greatest threat to the Forever Trees. It couldn't hurt to have a few extra blades to help turn back the afflicted.
Until further notice, the Luxons are our allies. If anyone has an argument with this, speak it now, or forever hold your peace. You stand with us now.
With his face paint
Now comes the hard part.
of the one guy holding the flag, I've always wondered what his actual skin tone was. Is it the lighter part near his eyes, or is it the darker part near his mouth? Okay, so there's several groups of afflicted. It tells us how many we have, which is a nice change. I want to go out and grab the purple item that was down a ways. The afflicted have a nasty ability that when they die, they explode. That's what the 75 damage pop-ups on me are. But yeah, so this set of Psi up here dropped, and I just kind of want to retrieve them. I've got a Mantis Pincer. Now I'm going to come in on this side. Generally, I want to stay inside the Forever Tree area. There's no reason to run around elsewhere. It just so happened that I had a drop there. And invisible geometry, which happens a lot in this game too. The collision map is not necessarily exactly identical to the other one, so why, I don't know. But I just do know that that is the case. The thing to note about this explosion, that they have Afflicted Soul Explosion, I think is what it's called. I don't think it's affected by armor. But it's a part of what's responsible for... Because it's so consistently 75 is interesting, but because it's... Actually, I can test that pretty easily now that I think about it. Okay, so those guys are going to get stuck up on our spirit, so I want to go over this way first. Maybe? No, I'm not sure which way I need to go first. Okay, I'm going to throw on this skill, which gives me bonus armor. Yep, still takes 75 damage, so it ignores armor. One of the things that would happen in this game, when it first came out, is assassins would jump into a group of these enemies, kill like one or two... Oh, I want to get out of that. Kill like one or two, and then get exploded to death and stuff. Oh, it worked out so poorly. Hey, bones. Assassins. Everybody made an assassin when the game came out. They called it Naruto, and they ran to the front lines like a warrior, and then they exploded and dead. That was a boss type enemy. Okay, get me over to here where I can do some good. No, the monk, please. Oh, I love making a bunch of numbers pop up. There's nothing quite like piles of numbers. Why aren't we done yet? Can't you sing any faster? Honestly, if you doubled the tempo, wouldn't the ceremony finish sooner? I expect it is not so simple, Countess, though perhaps they would finish sooner if there were fewer interruptions. That is probably true. I'm not hearing any rain anymore. Yes, I know. That's why I've been fighting for the last hour, so the Adagio chorus back there doesn't get interrupted. Sometimes the rate for some of these early missions can be a little off, because I think they did a lot of stuff based on timers, and over time people got better at making really efficient parties. So sometimes you have a lot of sitting around time, waiting for enemies to show up. It's just something that happens. I'm going to hide my costume for a while and show my cape, because I feel like it. The groups are also a little weird. So dirt's annoying. I got rid of it. There's a lot of rangers in here. unstoppable is not actually what I was trying to do there. I'm not quite sure why they gave the Afflicted the soul explosions thing that they have. That's an interesting question. Like, why would you choose to do that? And I imagine it has something to do with, like, how many enemies are you trying to, like, or, like, how are you trying to manage your enemies and all that sort of stuff. But it is kind of an interesting decision. I am pleased to see Luxons and Krozix fighting side by side. Together, you can defeat this affliction. I believe you, says Brother Menlo. A lot of people felt that Brother Menlo kind of took too much center stage in the story of this game. Let's talk peace after the battle's over. After all, if these Luxons aren't better than the ones we fought earlier, they won't be alive much longer. Says Danica. The Countess Danica, who is right there. She is also a monk. She is using Orison of Healing, which is a questionable choice. The time has come to awaken the Forever Trees, that they might bless us with new juggernauts. Have you seen these creatures yet? They were once humans, whose souls the gods deemed fit to merge with the souls of the Forever Trees. They become the protectors of our lands, and in return, they are much honored and revered. The awakening ceremony is sacred. Few are the outsiders who have witnessed it. The Council of Nobles, however, feels that the assistance you have provided our people has been invaluable, and therefore bestow upon you the high honor of acting as guardian during the awakening. Okay. That's a small group. Let's take this group out first. Okay. And then come up here to where we have a bunch of a bunch of monks stacked on top of each other. Trying to survive. Okay, so those are taken down. That's good. I'm gonna get through this by the skin of my teeth. I think there's one more group after this. Yeah, there's one more group with a boss mob. Again, this is a lot easier to do with a full company of players. And probably slightly different arranged minions. That way, henchmen. So I can, for example, stick like a monk, the ritualist healer, and the minion master in the first 3 slots, and pin them to one side, and then I can take the other, sort of thing. But as it is, I can't easily split up like sort of my heal core of like 2 monks and a paragon. And I can't flag I can't flag the bottom 4 separately. So I only get flags for the first 3. So that is how it is, I guess. Now I can't remember. I guess they go over here? I guess they are coming over here anyway. Need to be out of there. Need to be out of there. The one advantage of me running the front line is I know where not to stand. The AI is not always good at that. Actually, I should go make sure this guy dies. Because this guy is going to do a bunch of, like, sort of party buff stuff. So with him down, everything else should go down more easily. There we go. And that's victory for me. A messy victory, but a victory. I protected 3 tree singers.
Look at this mess.
So are you ready to believe now?
Believe what?
That Shiro has returned.
It's hard to argue with the evidence littered here at our feet.
Then it's settled.
Uh,
Let's gather the Kurziks together.
Catman, this is factions actually.
We're with you.
Even if that means fighting alongside the Luxons.
Until Shiro has been destroyed, we will look upon the Luxons as our allies.
Well then, I think our work here is done. Let us go find Master Togo.
If you're looking for Master Togo, you will find him with our champion, Argo, at the Harvest Temple.
Then we must go to the Harvest Temple.
If you have factions, potentially, yeah. Let's see. Light chest. Eternal Kittens versus Doom. That's funny. Let's see. Yep, Eternal Kittens versus Doom. Who owns House Zuhutzer? Elite skills for AFK players. Don't hate us. House is RSK, thanks. I guess they want that. Let's see now. I have a bunch of crafting materials. Oh. I've got too much cloths. Dye is over here now. I'll just sell cloth. Nope, not that one. I want this ID kit. Use this one first. Ooh, improved sale value. Yeah, I'm trying to get this character through this spot, so if you haven't been here. Where is... this stupid outpost is like scaled 9 times bigger than it has any reason to be. This is not a simple run from Kaineng Center. I am over here, and Kaineng Center is way up here. Like, you have to... You probably have to do... Because Factions doesn't let you just run like Prophecies does. Or to some extent, Eye of the North. So you'd have to like do Vizuna Square and Napui Quarter and Tanakai Temple and Sunjiang District and stuff to get down here. Arborstone, Boreas Seabed. It's not quick to get down here, sorry. Are there any skills that I want from this guy? Not really. Because I'm trying to beat the Factions campaign so I can do post-campaign quests. Look, like I said, it's not trivial at all to get from Kaineng down to here. It's an unprecedented time. We Kurziks and Luxons haven't come together like this for the common good since 200 years ago, when our champions sought to destroy the very same foe we now face. I pray that we're successful in getting to the heart of the unwaking waters, or all of this unity may be for nothing. Master Togo believes we will find the secret to Shiro's defeat in the temple that exists within the whirlpool. You are to meet him there. To the whirlpool. Like, we're talking hours to get there. Catman, sorry. What was Dunwell's quest? Oh, is his, like, kill a bunch of wardens? For generations, my family has worked to protect the forest and its precious resources. In fact, it was my great-great-great-grandmother who first noticed the connection between the wardens and the spirit of the forest. She realized that the wardens were doing the work of the forest spirit, protecting innocent travelers, punishing those who harmed the forest creatures, and helping to guide the forest through the cycle of life and death. After the Jade Wind came, we thought that the forest spirit had been destroyed or corrupted, for the wardens turned hostile and began attacking anyone and anything in sight, and now this new plague seems to have made them even more crazed and hostile. We've begun a campaign to eliminate the corrupted wardens, and we hope that by doing so, the ancient forest spirit, if it still lives, will awaken and breathe life into this forest once more. Unfortunately, with the war against the Luxons heating up, most of our capable fighters have been sent to the front lines. If you'll eliminate any wardens you come across as you travel the forest, we'll be extremely grateful. This is just killing a bunch of the warden-type enemies, and is very minor. Okay. Is there not a materials trader? I'll deal with that cloth later then. Okay. Morstave Trail. That is the next direction for me to travel. I believe into the whirlpool. Yes, it is. Okay. Do I want to do something different than what I have been doing? I have a spear. That could be interesting. I'll just keep going the way I have been for now. Sounds reasonable to me. Okay, I need to go talk to Brother Menlo. Let's move. Master Togo is likely waiting for us at the whirlpool even now. What's the best way through? Actually, I should make sure I get close enough. Okay, the restaurant is active. So I need to get over to there. I don't know that it matters too terribly much which direction I go, but... Tainted Flesh is really annoying. It makes you immune to disease, and melee attacks cause the attacker to become diseased. How much hex removal do I have on my party? I know I took some off, but I assumed there'd be some still. Oh, I want to go grab this gold. Actually, I'm going to give Elias a minute to pop up another menu. That's right, he has hex removal. Wallows. Okay, I need to go this direction. Okay, good. There is a ramp up here. Let's see. Now, I need to kill more of these guys before they raise minions. And people are trying to yell at me through the door, and it shouldn't work. Okay. Kind of glad they changed the design of Arc Lightning. There was a bunch of elemental skills that they made to try to have synergy across elemental lines, but that just never worked. The Elementalist is the profession that tends to do the most, like, deep, like, 12-12, 3 splits, where it tends to just want to max both energy storage and an element, rather than try to split a bunch of ways, just because it really needs to get as much damage as it can. So, trying to do cross-elemental synergies is just kind of awkward and didn't really pan out very well. That's linked to Sunspear? Yeah, okay. Wait, how is this character doing in Sunspear? And it's... Oh, it's general. Okay, that's not surprising. Let's see. Over to there. Still a little ways to go. I guess I go up this way? This is a actually fairly straightforward zone. Just been a while since I've been through it. Spirit of Laceration makes bleeding more dangerous. That applies to all sides. Yeah, and this is helping my Wicked Warden's quest, which is, I suppose, nice. Get off me, cripple. You're annoying. I am unstoppable, of course, helping with the cripple. And the claims that none shall pass. Okay, getting closer. No, I have a Necromancer in my party. I am playing a Ranger Dervish, so I'm using a Scythe. The bone things that you're seeing are Elias's minions, because they're very, very useful. The enemies just fell down because of my Mesmer. Somebody was casting a spell on my Mesmer. I used a knockdown spell on them. But a lot of the bony things are melee range, so that's why you're seeing them kind of all the time, because I'm also playing as a melee attacker right now. I could show you a different profession at some point if you'd like, Andrew. Okay. Almost there. To my destination. Hey, it's a white tiger. Okay, everyone's doing fine. I guess I want to go up. Do I want to go up here? Yeah, because I need to get around over to there. Oh, sure. There's no real reason to fight these spirits. It's just the AI always does. So... looks like we're going to find ourselves a lot of things to fight needlessly. Yeah, well, and if you want to potentially hop on Discord once I get to the next thing so you can ask questions more directly to or whatever, that's fine. I don't want to do it in the middle of a combat zone for obvious reasons. It being the middle of a combat zone. Okay, cripples removed, that's the important part. I do have this. I need to remember I have Antidote Signet. It's what? Poison, disease, blindness, and one additional condition. He's what? Up there? There's a boss up there that has a low chance to drop a green that I farmed once on one of my warriors. Yeah, I recognize the stream delay will cause issues. Yeah, I'm happy to try to answer any questions that you have, though, obviously. Yeah, up there. Strong Root Tingle Branch or whatever. Hey, a purple rune. Those are usually semi-mediocre. It could be something good. There we go. Just take disease off of myself. Hey, there's a Kurzik chest right there. Maybe I'll go check it out. Yeah, here comes that boss mob. How's my inventory space in general? It's doing okay. Yes, I will use it. Oh, my lockpick broke. That's okay. I do not, strictly speaking, need it. No green from the boss, but that's okay. It's kind of a rare drop anyway. Another boss. I think that gets replaced by a Gaki over that direction, but I'm not positive. I've never seen anything like this. Such awe-inspiring power frozen forever into the Sea of Jade. Should we survive all this madness, I must return again when I can take a moment to truly appreciate this place. Far beneath the whirlpool lies our destination. Kunjun, the Harvest Temple. It once floated on the surface of the ocean, but sunk the day the Jade wind passed, creating the whirlpool in its wake. Menlo, we all thought you were... dead? So I've heard. As you can see, I am still among the living. We seek entrance to the unwaking waters. You'll see what he's talking about with the whirlpool soon, by the way. This gate leads to the Unwaking Waters. Not many know of this entrance, and we'd prefer it to stay that way, so keep it to yourself. What else can I help you with? So that's one button I had to click. Okay. This area is very near the epicenter of the Jade Wind. When Shiro was destroyed 200 years ago, there are few who have the courage to seek the Council of Kunavang, and even fewer who are granted an audience. Please, let me know when you are ready, and I will allow your party to pass. Let's go. Second dialogue. When you are ready to travel, I will send you through the Unwaking Waters. I am ready. Third dialogue. Your entire party is about to move to the next area. Make sure all party members are ready first. Do you wish to continue? Fourth dialogue. They cut down on that way a lot when Nightfall, with both Nightfall and Eye of the North, but this is so egregious that way. Oh, this is a retrospective, so a flashback, if I remember correctly.
Has the temple been secured?
Yes, my Emperor. There is no one inside. Your safety is assured.
You will allow my retinue and my bodyguard to pass. They're coming with me.
But no one except you is allowed inside the temple. Those were your own orders.
There's been a change of plans. You will let them through.
So she has been told he'll be betrayed at the harvest ceremony by a fortune teller.
Beware the harvest ceremony. Beware the harvest ceremony. The Emperor. He is going to kill you.
There's been a change of plans.
But no one except you is allowed inside the temple. But no one except you is allowed inside the temple.
The Emperor. He is going to kill you. Beware the harvest ceremony. You must make the choice. Him or you.
And that's done fantastically well in the Factions cinematic. Yeah, this is main story stuff for Factions. It's the backstory to the story that's going on now, so it explains how Shiro ended up becoming the villain. That scene that we just saw there in the flashback, there's another version that's done in high CG render for the Factions trailer. So if you look up the Guild Wars Factions trailer on like YouTube or something, you can see it, and it's quite a nicely done cinematic, and I rather enjoy it. And it made this game look quite compelling. While I enjoy the gameplay, Factions story-wise is decidedly the weakest in my opinion of the Guild Wars stories. Elias, I don't need your pane open. Greetings. I must say I am surprised to see you here. Not many come to the Unwaking Waters. I assume you've come to seek the Council of Kunavang? Well, prepare yourself. You must first survive the taint of Shiro's corruption. Good luck to you, hero. Now if we come over this direction, we should be able to see down into the whirlpool. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, down that way is the harvest pool, and there's the Jade Sea, part of the Jade Sea, so you can see how the temple's kind of buried in it. Ships, frozen breakers, the dock. Goes down, swirls around. I'm going to pop over to here. Okay. I want to sell some of this excess cloth that I have. See if it's worth more than 3 gold a piece. Nope. Well, the trader's not getting it then. Not worth the effort. Okay. I need to ID stuff now. Uh-huh. That's good merchant fodder. Restoration. That's probably not any good. I'll check major restoration, but that seems like the sort of rune that doesn't have any value. Yeah, no. If it's minor spawning power, it would be worth something. Yeah, you can see minor runes are worth way more than super runes, because the minus 75 health penalty on superior runes makes them not quite worth it. I'll salvage this, yeah. Ooh, iron ingots. Those are useful. More cloth for the cloth farm. And the rest of this can be merchant food. This is the Guild Wars 1 guild hall, FYI, that I'm in right now. Okay, I'm going to change my build around a bit because pets are not good where we're going. Yeah, pets are just not good where we're going. Actually, should I just switch over to some sort of bow build? Or do I want to use a spear? What do I have for IASs? Well, I probably should just... oh, what do I have under this? Oh, not much. Okay, well, I could potentially get something, but it's probably not worth looking into right now. Because I have that elite ritualist tome. But the only thing here that would be useful would be Signet of Spirits. That seems a bit silly. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, so I'm going to be changing my build around a lot because the place I'm about to go is just not worth trying to bring a pet into. This is also Stalwart. One of these should probably be made to be Beastmaster gear, because there's no reason to have 2 Stalwart sets. That's just redundant. What's that? Icy bowstring? Why do I have an icy bowstring? Okay. So I'm going to be switching over to a bow. I guess that's reasonable. Do I want to do barrage? I don't really have a ton of elites. Oh, this shot's not amazing. Yeah, this character just doesn't have a ton of elite skills. I'll just go with some barrage thing. What I'm doing here is I'm preparing for... Okay, I do not need Master of Whispers, and I'd rather have Daedalon. I'm preparing for this mission, which is... Do I want anything from there? Not really. Going to have a lot of range stuff that I need to do. Oh, I need to go to the zone. 'Cause in Guildhall, I get PvP versions of skills. You are going to do domination, magic, and fast casting. That's all I really need from you. Let's see. Power spike. Natural signet. That. Complicate. Let's make you part monk, I guess. Actually, no. Let's make you part paragon. The command? Oh, no. It's probably in leadership, which I can't get anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Hopefully you never use it. Oh, please tell me I have... Good. It's going to be very disappointed if I did not have that skill. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I'm unstoppable seems slightly less important. I'm going to drop Antidote Signet. I'm going to bring Vanguard Assassin Support. You move like a dwarf and Snowstorm, because I can bring those. Haha. Okay, so I'm retooling my build drastically because this coming area kind of wants it. General Morgan. Healing Purse stuff I'd rather you be doing. Yeah, I think I do want you to be doing Healing Prayers rather than Protection Prayers. This stretch, because I'd rather have that going on. And let's give you Healing Seed. I think otherwise this should be relatively okay. Yielding Aura, A. That's probably fine. Okay. General Morgan go away. Okay. Let's see how this goes. This character hasn't cracked 1 million experience points yet. Mind you, 1 million is a lot of experience points. 4 and 5 years for those folks. This mission is taking especially long to start because it tries to sync 2 parties together. The chances that I actually get another human is low, but not non-existent. Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna throw that over there. Obviously that one's waiting to be equipped with useful things. Yeah, I don't want a vamp bow on right now. So if another human party is not joining me, what will happen is a party of the henchmen are going to join me. I'm not currently seeing other people, so that's looking likely. And one of my heroes is playing the drums. Dance party! Alright, we can convey to destroy the barrier. And yeah, you can see there's a party of henchmen there. Which is what it is. Let's see. So something you'll notice about the bows in this game is they do not have bowstrings, and that's because they didn't have their underpower. Who are these mortals? Are the real so brave as to enter my domain? No, truly, they are fools who wish for a ticket to the underworld. Oh, that's gonna suck. Chain Dark Lightning is like knockdown and all sorts of nasty things. So Kunavang will slowly make her way down. Generally, she starts regenerating health, but the bleed on her, purple health bar, purple, sort of that pinkish health bar means bleeding. No mind burn. This character needs a short bow. That's a Luxon chest, because we're technically in Luxon territory. So you'll see Kunavang is regenerating her health, and that just happens. Resurrection orbs you can drop to resurrect everybody. But seeing as everybody's up, that's not necessary right now. Corrupted scales need to be taken down. They cause massive health degeneration, which is really taxing on your healers. So it's best to avoid those if you can. And Kunavang is difficult to interrupt as possible, but you have to like throw multiple interrupts at Kunavang. You have been lucky to get this far, but your luck has come to an end. There is still time to run if you have found your wits. Does this character have is this a short bow? No, that's a recurve bow. Recurve bows have the like tightest flight path, but they're kind of a longer or short bows have, yeah, recurve bows have like the tightest flight path, but they have a longer like refire rate. Long bows have, so long bows and flat bows have the same range, but long bows are more accurate, but flat bows have a faster attack rate. Oh, bollocks. Where are the scales? Where are the scales? There's the scales. Oh, they might make your spells take longer to cast, too. Yeah, your spells take longer to cast. They're nasty, and you need to take them out as quickly as you can. There we go. Trigger the next part. So this is the Harvest Temple itself, and you can see that a bunch of it's actually sunk under the waves. So we can only access the top part. This was a great farming spot before they nerfed Spirit Bond. I remember doing a bunch of farming here. Okay, yeah, I want to be on this bow. Part of the reason I want to be on this bow is it's vampiric, which means that I steal 5 life, which means I do an additional 5 damage. And that's armor ignoring damage, so it's very useful.
Shiro's grasp?
Yes, it was his action corrupted my body and fought for control of my spirit. His foul presence tore at my flesh and withered my bones. Still, I resisted. You brought me back to this life, and I owe you a tremendous debt.
Please, it is enough of a reward to simply be in your presence. You owe us nothing.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Never refuse.
Never refuse a gift from someone who can swallow you whole. That was a great line.
What is it he seeks?
Judging from the locations where we've encountered him, I'd say he's doing research.
Research? For what?
Minions so screw up these things.
Right. He must be preparing a spell.
A spell? To do what?
To leave a spirit and join
Those are the envoys.
Complete this final task,
What is it you ask of us?
Shiro is very close to getting what he is after. He needs to do only one last deed to
What deed? What will he do?
which cursed him in the first place. He will spill the blood of the royal.
The Emperor?
Yes, the blood of your emperor is the last component needed to give Shiro back his mortality. Your final task is to stop this from happening.
hurry now.
These cutscenes are mediocre. Oh, wow. I crushed that mission, though. I don't know what the time is, but 6:15 is pretty quick, I feel. I remembered it being harder, but knowing what to prioritize helps, I suppose. Here's Kunuvang when she's not messed up. FYI. The threads of fate are coming together, weaving one with the other. A tapestry is forming, but its patterns are unclear to me. Master Togo has managed to bring friends and enemies together for an assault on Shiro's army. Join him at Raisu Palace and look for me in your time of need. To the palace I go. Skills. Oh man, so many ritualist skills. If I wanted to buy some, and I don't currently wish to. Inventory maintenance. The reason I can use these merchants, by the way, is the Kurziks own the Harvest Temple right now. If the Luxons owned it, I would not be able to use these services because I'm a Kurzik and not a Luxon, which is determined by how much faction my account has, not my character. This is an account-based amount of faction. And because I have this amount, I have more Kurzik faction than Luxon faction. I am considered a Kurzik. Yeah, that's how that works. So anyway, this next part requires that I come back up here. Still with me, Andrew? Uh-huh. So if they have that many players, then they're broken up into lots of pieces. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have a weapon. I should probably fix that. Captured. The Emperor is a kind and just man. I served the Empire during that which... Oh yeah, I don't want to talk to him. I want to talk to Palace Guard Tunkim. Sorry, but you cannot pass through here without proper authorization. Taking back the palace. Thank the gods you have come. The palace has been overtaken, and Master Toga told me that when you arrived, I was to escort you into the palace immediately. From there, you are to speak with Captain Sai. Let me know when you're ready into the palace. So this is the second button. Third button saying when you're ready, I'll let you pass. Fourth button saying, is your party ready? Again, 4 buttons to get into zones. I'm so glad they fixed that in future campaigns, but it's pretty ridiculous.
Lock down the palace! Activate the defenses!
But sir, our men are out there too. They'll be killed.
Don't fool yourself, soldier. Those men are already dead. And we will be too if you don't do as I tell you.
As you command.
I've not watched this cutscene in ages. Not sure that I care that I haven't watched it in ages. Man, this is such a huge, broad, wide open area.
surrounded and the main hall is under attack. Will not be long before the walls of this chamber are breached. We must take you to safety.
We're surrounded? By whom? Who would attack the royal palace?
He has returned, my emperor. Shiro Tagachi.
Do your worst.
All in good time, Emperor. All in good time.
Oh, these cutscenes are so low quality. I think they're kind of a little rushed when they were making this game, though.
The palace has been breached. The Emperor is within Shiro's grasp.
Kiki, my friends, there are more spirit warriors on the horizon. They will arrive at the palace gates within the hour.
Once inside the palace walls, we cannot afford to be caught between two forces. We'll get cut to pieces.
Menlo is right. We will have to split up. Some of you will have to stay here and hold this gate.
Well, that took a while to fade out. Yeah, there's a gimmick to this mission. I'm trying to remember. Because you can see, like, a bunch of people over here. And there's some that you... but there's some that are also missing. And there's some that you'll be talking to inside the mission, and you'll be like, hey, I want these two people to go with me, and then they will, like, block off enemy routes later, and I don't remember which ones are the best ones anymore, because it's been so long since I've done this. As you can see, the palace has been breached. It is absolute chaos in there. The afflicted are spreading their sickness to all within, and Shiro has taken the Emperor. You are the only hope to save the Emperor, and with him, Kantha. We will hold this gate at all costs. Defeat Shiro. We have all suffered too much to fail now. Boop. Let's see. You get one of these. That dump anything back here? No. I think it'll have dumped. Do I have 2 Icy Soul Breakers when chanting? That seems vaguely excessive. I just have to get all of these items I don't want out of my inventory. Glacial Blade is really cool looking. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually have... Yeah, I already cleaned out my inventory. That makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Actually, I've been playing for a while now. Andrew, is there anything specific that you'd like to see? Because I think at this point I'm inclined towards taking a break, unless there's something like that you'd like me to specifically show to you. I will wait for the message to get over to you. Okay, well, I think I will be shutting down the stream then. So, F7. Take care.